Hey guys, so I want to announce that we are partnering with Simple Tire. Now in the past, we weren't the company we are today. We did do a little bit with them, for those of you who remember, and it wasn't the best partnership. We've grown immensely in the last 3 years since the last time we've done a lot of stuff with them, and I'm really excited at the potential of what they're going to bring for us. So right off the bat, who is Simple Tire? Well, Simple Tire is kind of a lot like Amazon, if you will, of tires. Any person can go on their website, type in their year, make, model, find the tires that they want, read some reviews, click add to cart, and then buy. And they show up at their house. Now what's really cool is Simple Tire has an additional feature where the client or customer, in their terms, can actually say, I want to have these installed by an installer. If you ever bought something from Home Depot or Lowe's, you'll sometimes have that as an option, like I want a professional to install these. We will get listed there. So the first step is the client buys the tires from simpletire.com. They pick the installer that they want to have the tires installed, and we have a nice little bio there. And then we install the tires for the client. Simple Tire will pay us to install those tires. The client doesn't pay us. They are responsible for sales tax and any fees or anything like that. And then we get paid 5% of tire sales plus the amount in balance. And then the big thing is we get a huge client acquisition out of this. So that's what we're really after, is that client acquisition. So how this is going to flow from an overview standpoint is, first and foremost, the client is going to buy a set of tires directly from simpletire.com. We are then going to get notified that the client has bought the tires, and then Jamie is going to coordinate and reach out to the client and talk with them and confirm the appointment. Now, there's much more into what Jamie's going to do, and I'm going to touch on that into a second. But we're going to bypass that for a second. Once Jamie has confirmed the appointment and everything's been done there and the client's happy, yes, absolutely, the next step is the client is actually going to get the tires installed at one of our facilities. Now, inside the facility, like we kind of talked about, the $2,000 quote, we're going to wow them, we're going to impress them, and then after that visit, the really big thing is the fact that the client is now inside of our marketing campaign. Text message, emails, social media. We found some things, we've planted some seeds. We're gonna let that marketing stew. And what we're ultimately after is going to be that second visit and turn them into one of our potential clients. Now at any time, if it's not someone that we wanna do, then what we're gonna do is we're gonna uncheck that marketing campaign and their social media and all that different stuff, and we're gonna remove them from our social media campaign. But this is all in the sense of client acquisition. Again, that's the big thing here. What is Jamie actually doing in her role, right? That's kind of like that third, fourth step. Once the client's already made the appointment, they've already bought everything, what Jamie's gonna be doing is she's gonna be reaching out to confirm that appointment and set up the date and everything in the system for the team, so you guys don't have to do anything. She's handling all of that. What she's gonna do is, once she confirms that appointment, she's gonna be sending them a personalized email, including the store, saying, welcome to Scruggs Automotive. Thank you so much for choosing us to mount and balance your tires from simpletire.com. And she's also gonna be sending them what we've made and developed, which is the welcome packet. And we're gonna attach that to this right below so you guys can see what that looks like. And basically it's an overview of who we are. It's a pamphlet, if you will, of who Scruggs Automotive is. A little bit about Jeff and I, a little bit about Rich, a little about who we are, where we are, and the big thing is why are we different from everybody else? It's all kind of in there for them to read if they want before they come in. When she's confirming that appointment with the client, because this is a loss leader and we're trying to recoup some of those funds, we're trying to establish a relationship, if you will, she's gonna be asking them some different things. So first and foremost, with every single set of tires, she's gonna be asking, hey, for $40, can we do an alignment check on that vehicle for you? Make sure that we protect the investment of the tires that you've just purchased. It's only $40 just to make sure everything is nice and straight. Can we go ahead and do that for you? The second thing that she's going to be asking is, hey, is your vehicle over 4 or 5 years old? For no additional labor to you, we'd love to put a new set of sensors in and program those for you. Can we get that going for you? Those are additional things that she's going to be asking on every single one to make sure we're moving up. That's not going to be including, hey, do you need an oil service today? Do you need your AC? Is your car driving nice and straight? All those other questions she's going to be asking up front and trying to convert and move away from just the tires and have more services actually being completed on that vehicle. Now, what's going to happen once the vehicle's already done, all this stuff has been completed, The clients had their tires done, they're super happy. What else is going to happen? So after the visit, we on the front end is going to be reaching out, doing those phone calls inside those 2 weeks, doing those decline service phone calls. We're also going to automatically enroll them in the text and email campaigns. That's kind of one of the big ones. Second, they're going to get all the emails and everything about social media. Hopefully now they're seeing us, they know who we are, they've experienced it with us. And then third, the reward points. They're going to earn a little bit of reward points from this. They're going to see that they're enrolled in that program. And then hopefully too, that entices them to do continued business with us. Hey guys, so I'm going to break down how it's actually going to work out for us. So once the client actually comes into the store, the client is going to be paying $19.99 per tire to mount and balance for their vehicle. Now it's not actually going to get paid to us. Simple Tire is going to receive that funds. They will be giving us a digital credit card, if you will, that the front end can then process. The labor for this is set at 0.5 for 4 tires. Now, yes, before you guys get into it, this is going to run to the same style and the same kind of mindset that we've done with our other loss leader, the oil change. The front end is going to take a little bit hit on the sales side of it. The back end is going to take a little hit on the labor time. For the technicians, don't forget, you are still paid hourly to mount and balance those tires in addition to the labor time they give you. If we can, we should really make sure that the GSs inside the stores that have them are doing these repairs to really be efficient and time sensitive with this stuff. For the front end, we need to make sure we are wowing the client. For a lot of these Simple Tire clients, this is going to be their first experience with Scruggs Automotive, and we really need to make sure that we're building upon everything that we've set up in the first 2 steps. Now, on the last side of it, the technician does need to build that $2,000 estimate. Remember, this is for client acquisition. This is to bring the customer in, allow them to see who Scruggs Automotive is, why are we different than Mr. Tire, Fox Tire, West Her, or whoever, and we want to make sure we're really impressing them. So we need to build that $2,000 estimate. They have a great painless interaction with us, and then later on down the line, they're going to be wrapped into our marketing campaign with text message reminders, our decline services. Maybe we find something right then on the spot that they actually want to have done and taken care of. That's what all of this is for that client retention. So we've kind of hinted and we kind of alluded, this is all for car count. As we're going into winter, we want to make sure we're touching and having as many contact points as we possibly can with as many people. This is just one of those means of doing that. Obviously, you guys have seen all the stuff that we've been doing with the email, the text messages, social media has been a really big hand in this. The promos, the discounts, the coupons, all that stuff. But getting to what will Simply Tire actually bring us. Now, according to Simple Tire and their reps and the team that I met with them, right now the average price for install on their platform is $26. Previously, when we did it, was $40, and ourselves, Bruce, and I think one other person on there is at $40. They haven't seen an entire install in over 1.5 years. Obviously, this is a value conscious customer, so that's what we're targeting here. So what we've done is we're going right in at the $20 price point, $19.99, as we kind of talked about, and we're really targeting trying to get as much of that market share as we possibly can. At any moment, we can go into that system and we can change that price. We can go up, we can go down, we can mess around with that at any point. There's no commitment to that price. So if this is crazy and needs to be changed, we can definitely adjust that. But how many cars can we expect? Well, in the Williamsville area, those are going to be the zip codes like 14226, 14221, I think it's 14206 is the other one. In that area, they're seeing about 50 cars in the last 3 months. Now, 2 stores are going to be handling that area. That's going to be Main Street and Transit Road location. So there's going to be a kind of a split there, a heavy split. Now, 50 cars in 3 months, 1 or 2 a week kind of is what you're probably going to be seeing between the 2 stores. Now, in the East Aurora area, that's going to be like kind of the greater from like Lancaster to Orchard Park, that area, if you will. They're seeing about 30 cars in 3 months through Simple Tire, and that's all going to be handled through Seneca Street. So generally speaking, that's going to be 2 a week to 3, if not a little on the higher side, depending on the flow. And that's additional car count. The biggest thing is we can't turn hours if we don't have a car in the bay and the phone's not ringing. So this is a great way for us to talk with everybody.